Okay, so we will start with a recap from last time. So the party has found themselves in the town of Skullcrag, which is Sinead's home. Unfortunately, there's been some evil afoot. Sister Talia of the Temple of Kelmvor has been murdered. Father Tom has asked the group to investigate this, and while they're, rooting around the temple, they have found symbols of Cyric placed around. Cyric being the enemy of Kelmvor. While investigating outside, the party found a murder weapon, a knife belonging to Baylor, the Embalmer. While searching for him in the crypt, the party found that one of the sarcophagus was opened, and inside they found a ladder leading underground. That's where we left off.
Oh, fuck, I forgot that's where we left off. I gotta go. I'm sorry.
See you next time, Sig.
Crawling down. Okay, so you guys, who's going down first?
Krigga, of course.
I was gonna ask, is there a ladder, or is it just like we can just get on down there?
There's a ladder, yes.
Okay.
A rickety old wood ladder.
Yeah, Krigga will go down.
Okay, so Krigga, you go down first. And then I suppose Seonaid.
I'll follow Seonaid.
Yeah, Sinead will go down next.
Okay. And then Mars in the last.
Yep.
Okay, so as you descend into the cavern, so Mars, you turn on your light. Is that correct?
Yes, the little lantern that was made for me.
Yeah,
Yeah, because it's super cool and you love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you descend into the cavern, your light revealing carvings of hourglasses, grave sites, and the ancient Kelmvorite symbol, the human skull on black background. Once made to Jurgle, Lord of the End of Everything. But the cruder, fresher carvings layered on top depict scenes of murder, betrayal in honor of Cyric.
Baby.
Murder. The shadows seem alive as you pass smashed idols and toppled obelisks, engraved with somber prayers to Jurgle, defaced by vile messages of Cyric. Bones scattered about show no signs of being interred or buried, simply discarded remnants of some fell deeds. You cannot shake the feeling of hidden eyes tracking your every movement.
I always feel like somebody's watching me.
I didn't know this was going to be a musical episode, or I'd have fucking prepared something. Thanks, Creep.
Asking for a friend, how big are those bones, roughly?
They're pretty little.
Yeah. What was that, Bones?
How many bones are there?
It'll take you a while, but there's roughly 300.
Okay.
Found 9 more.
Duro, can I just go ahead and you already know what I'm gonna do, I think you know.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use Eyes of the Grave.
Okay. So, what's the range of it?
I think it's 60? Yeah, 60 feet.
Okay. So, your Eyes of the Grave do detect something. Just outside the edge of the light stands 3 creatures.
Oh.
3 whites, humans appearing as weird and twisted reflections of the forms they had in life. Their eyes glow like white hot embers. Their desiccated bodies begin shuffling towards you.
Sinead's gonna grip on the back of Krigga's armor and sort of yank him back. Do you see what I see?
Indeed, I do.
And she's gonna go ahead and cast. But I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on Nimue.
Ooh, thanks. Squish. Nimue, in fact, can't see anything past you two. She's like,
What is it? Sinead will whisper down to you. There's the undead that looms here.
we should dispatch of them?
It is the most righteous action that I can take on this day.
These creatures should not exist anywhere in this world, but in this place, it is an outright hurtful offense.
Sacrilegious. Do they see us? They do see us?
They are, yes, they're shambling towards you.
Oh, okay, so I guess you want us to roll.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, alright, here we go. I'm gonna use my metal things.
Okay, let's see.
14 for Mars.
Bones got an 18.
Ooh.
Bones is a big, strong girl.
Oh, I got a 7.
Krigga rolled a 9.
Or got an 11.
Oh, no.
No.
Brilliant.
I was going to ask if he came down with this.
Of course he did.
Nimue, what was yours again? Sorry.
A 7.
Okay. And Mars.
14.
Okay. All right. So you have a white who is going to begin to run towards Krigga now that they've met eyes. He will, let's see. He will slash at you with its claws.
What do these guys look like?
They look like, let me see if I can show you.
Spooky?
Spooky looky.
I thought you were going to ask him for their comeliness.
No, not this
Oh,
time.
not these guys? Okay.
No. They're undead. We, as a party, we are very anti-undead.
Yeah, it's not an automatic smash just because they're undead.
No.
What am I doing?
They're not liches, so don't count.
Oh my god, that's such a great image. What a boy!
They are, they look kind of like zombies, but they have more life to them. They have their piercing amber eyes.
Zombies with personality.
Yeah. Or
Right.
mummies with personality, whatever you want to call them.
Well, they're about to be dead, so
All right, so he's going to slash at Krigga with his claws. 2 attacks. Okay, so that second one's going to hit you.
I'd like to use my Cloud Rune reaction to redirect that to one of the other whites.
Okay. So let's see. 6 damage. Okay. Now, remind me, with that ability, do you take the effects that come with it, or does the other person?
It's a complete attack on the other person. Whoever was the original target is
okay.
completely ignored.
All right, we're good. Seonaid, it's your turn.
Okay. Bonus action, spiritual weapon. And that is gonna go on the one that is attacking Krigga. And I'm gonna go ahead and whack him. And I'm gonna get him real good. I don't think I got him real good. It was a 7 plus 7, so 14 total.
You're gonna hit him.
Ooh, I whacked him real good, like. Okay, that's a D8. It's a D8. So, yes, D8. Ooh, 7 plus 7 again. 14.
Nice.
Suck on that. And then, for my action, I'm going to go ahead and cast Sacred Flame on the next furthest back one.
Okay.
And that's a Dex saving throw for you.
I fail it.
You did, in fact, fail it. Suck on that. And it's another D8. How about that? That's a 1. Love that for me.
Yep.
And I'm going to move towards the one that I just hit with Sacred Flame.
Okay.
How far away is it from me?
So you are 30 feet away from it.
Okay, so I can do my full movement. I'm going to do half movement then, so I'll be 15 feet away.
Okay. It is... What did I mess up? I did, but that's okay. I had them in the wrong order. So we'll have that one that you just attacked, Seonaid, will attack you. Move up and attack you.
Bit rude.
Make 2 attacks with its claws. Okay, the second one will hit you.
Yes, it will.
It'll swipe. Can't. Okay, there's 8 damage. I need you to make a...
Is that necrotic damage?
Yes.
I'm resistant to necrotic damage, just so you know.
Okay, so you take 4 damage. Now you need to make a con saving throw, please.
Okay. It's a 9 plus 2.
Okay, so your maximum HP has been reduced by 4. And it doesn't regain... It doesn't... The effect happens until you take a long rest.
Okay. So if I took 4 damage, that would drop me down to 34. And if my max damage is now 34, do I take 4 more damage to that?
No.
No.
It'll just be your new max.
Okay, until I take a long rest.
Yep.
Okay.
It is Mars's turn.
All right. Sorry. How wide is this that we're in? Is it pretty wide, or is it like a tunnel?
Let's say it's 15 feet wide.
Okay. I will take a step to the right, and there's 2 left up.
There's 3.
Oh, there's 3 still up.
Yes.
I will shoot the one furthest from us with the bow, just to start working on him. That was a crit, so 7. Where'd my dice go? Oh, it says in chat.
7.
Yeah.
Good job. All right, Door's turn. Ah! How's his battle cry? Let's see. He will attack the one attacking Seonaid, because why wouldn't he? Oh, we got a crit and a crit fail, but that's okay. Let's see. All right, Krigga, it's your turn.
All right, bonus action. I'm going to use Giant's Might and grow into a big. And then I'm going to attack the one in front of me twice.
Okay.
12 on the first one. 25 on the second one.
Okay, that second one will hit.
13 damage plus an extra 6 for 1d6, so 4. I'm assuming he's still up, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to action surge and swing twice again.
Okay.
18 and 16.
Okay, both of those will hit. All right. How do you kill this guy?
I just want to crunch him right into the dust. I'm mad. He's in a place he should not be, so I literally want the hammer to like go right through his head and go right through his body and bounce off the stone.
Good job.
Jeez.
Nimue, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'd like to focus on the one that Seonaid is focusing on.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to hit him with an Eldritch Blast. So Nimue is going to point and oh, that's a crit.
Ooh, okay.
So we're doing that's double dice, right?
Yes.
Okay. Should I just go ahead and roll for my other one too?
Yeah.
All right. Does a 14 hit?
Yes.
All right, cool.
It does.
Let's see. Let me get my dice for this. Oh no, math, my least favorite part. That's 20 damage.
Okay. How do you want to kill him?
She's going to point her finger and this bolt of energy shoots from her fingertip two in quick succession. And as she does so, it pushes him back against the wall and just splats him and paints the wall with him. And she just kind of tucks back behind Seonaid with a little grin.
Exploded.
Make it like they never existed. That's the plan.
All right, so we have a final one who's gonna charge up. He's gonna attack Door. Well, people.
Rude? He's just a baby.
All right, that second one's gonna hit Door. The Door needs to make a Constitution saving throw. Oh, he critted it. Nice, Door.
And a boy
Go,
door.
Door, go!
All right, we're back to Seonaid.
Okay. The one that Dor is fighting is still up, correct?
Yes, it's the only one left.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and move my spiritual weapon over to it and whack it real good like.
Okay.
Maybe not. It's a 10 total. Nope.
Oop.
Okay. Sacred Flame then.
Okay, let's
Just make a
see.
saving throw.
It's gonna save.
Son of a bitch. Can I scrub save?
No.
Damn it.
Mars, it's your turn. You get sneak attack.
Oh, hell yeah. I'll point my bow and let her rip. That's a 9.
Oh. Sorry, that's not gonna hit.
Okay, I'm gonna hide as bonus action. If there's
Okay.
anything to hide behind.
Yeah, there's like an obelisk you can hide behind.
Okay, that's where I hide.
All right, how it's Door's turn. Okay, both are gonna hit. Ooh, nice Door. 16. It's Krigga's turn.
Krigga's gonna ponder over to that guy and bonk him twice with his hammer.
Okay, 13. The other one's gonna hit. Alright, how do you kill this guy?
Can I just knock his head off?
If that's what you want to do.
That's what I'd like to do.
Okay. His head's not clean off.
Bounce off the wall, bounce off the floor. Then I'm gonna kick it for good measure.
Can we play soccer?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, teach us how to play soccer, Dad?
Mm-hmm.
Soccer is canon in this.
I did used to be a soccer coach, so I could do that.
That's amazing.
Okay, so you continue forward. You want to say anything?
Yeah, Seonaid wants to look to Krigga and say, whatever it is that we find down here, we can't let it find the surface.
Indeed, nothing shall pass us.
And with that, she will carry on.
We will cleanse this place with the fires of Kalimvor. And by that I mean your sacred flame.
Okay, so you continue forward where you now stand in a large circular room, the crumbling remains of a defiled temple of Jurgil, the lord of all, the end of everything. Your light causes shadows to dance across the cracked stone walls carved with images of death, now defaced foul symbols of Cyric. In the chamber's center lies a raised stone dais upon which rests a skull painted purple. The sun has been carved into its forehead. Dark stains that could only be old blood mar the platform. Kneeling in front of this dais is Balor, the embalmer. You can hear him in prayer. Great Prince of Strife, Master of Deception, I kneel before your looming shadow, eager to do your bidding. Show me the path that shall sow misery and malcontent, and I shall walk it gladly. Reveal to me the words which spread mistrust and betrayal, and I shall speak them joyfully. With each sin committed under your guidance, your influence spreads like a poison. This I vow shall be my life's purpose. Praise be to Cyric.
I think Nimue sees that skull on the podium and instantly covets it and knows that she wants that skull really badly. She will do what she needs to do to acquire said skull. Has he taken any notice of us?
Not yet.
How far away from him are we currently?
I would say about 100 feet or so. I don't know if you could hear him, but not, I don't know if you could hear your footsteps.
Or is just gonna start walking that way? He's not running or anything, he's just walking. Tapping his hammer on his other hand.
Yeah, Nimue is walking with Krigga. She's kind of, her little feet are moving very quickly. And once she gets close enough, she's going to use her Blessing of the Raven Queen. And she's going to teleport like a good 15 feet, 20 feet in front of Balor.
Okay.
And as she does that, she's going to start whispering under her breath, and she's going to cast Charm on him.
How'd I know?
How did you know?
I never saw it coming.
Not one of my like all-time favorite spells.
All right, let's see.
It's a 14 save. He doesn't strike me as a wise man, but
let's see. I don't have a commoner. I'll just roll for a goblin. I think they have the same stats. Wisdom, you said?
yeah. Oh, it's a charisma save. 14.
Oh,
Oh, wait.
charisma.
No, I think it's specific wisdom when charmed. How am I forgetting this right now? I use a spell like it's my fucking job. Yeah, it's a wisdom saving throw, 14 DC.
Okay. Let's use the cultist. Okay, he's going to save on it.
Fucking dickhead. She, like, kind of freezes and her eyes get big, like, oh shit. It didn't. That didn't work.
He's going to stand up
Oh.
and he'll notice you're speaking the spell, right? So he'll know you're there. So
Yeah, no, he definitely knows I'm there. It's verbal and somatic. Hi, Baylor. What a lovely lair you have.
how did you get here?
Well, it looks like someone forgot to close the front door.
Believe.
Well, no. How close is everybody else at this point?
Oh, Sinead's walking up behind you. She's got her sensor in hand, and she is out for blood.
Yeah, Krigga's in the same mode, and he's been walking the whole time, so...
Yeah, Mars will have his bow out and just ready for if he tries anything.
I don't think we plan to go anywhere. We're exactly where we need to be, Baylor. Would you like to say any last words before my friends take care of you?
Cyric be praised.
Sinead's going to go ahead and mark him for a path to the grave. Good luck, I guess.
Okay. I'll just say who's just gonna do the finishing attack on him.
Well, I think Sinead should.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
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 Okay. So just give us your best attack.
Oh, okay. I think it's only fitting that she calls out her spiritual weapon, the Sword of Kelmvor.
Okay, I think it would be out already.
Yeah, so she's gonna move it towards him, and you're gonna see like her sort of like wave her hand in front of towards him, and then the sword kind of just like shimmery is like, hey, I'm a sword here. And she's gonna whack him to death with it.
Yeah, he's been whacked.
Oh, I just get to do it?
Yeah.
Oh, she's just gonna keep whacking until somebody tells her to stop whacking. And she's gonna cut him up in tiny little pieces.
Yeah, you'll never hear anything from Krigga.
Yeah, Mars isn't going to tell you to stop.
Nimue is grinning with delight. And as you're lost in the whacking, she's going to walk over to the skull atop the podium and she wants to give it a good once over before she decides to just pick it right up.
Okay, so you look it over, but you don't notice anything odd out of the ordinary about it, I guess. It's odd, but it's not, not out of the ordinary.
Yeah, okay, I take it. I put it in my bag.
Okay.
Yeah, after a little while, Krigga will walk up behind Sinead and put a hand on her shoulder and say, "Enough, child."
I would like to do this sneakily where no one sees me putting it in my bag, because maybe they're all distracted by Sinead beating this man to death.
Going sicko mode.
Give me a sleight of hand.
I'm gonna roll that with advantage.
I'm gonna be honest, Seonaid probably wouldn't care in this moment that you're taking in a weird skull. She
All
trusts
right,
you.
That's
Yeah, sure.
16.
Okay. Let me just make sure. Okay. Nobody notices that you've taken the skull.
I'm assuming it's a like skull of Cyric kind of situation. Yeah. Okay.
You know, you'd find the symbols, but this is the actual skull.
Ooh.
I like that. Yeah. Trinkets in my giant bag. More of them. There wouldn't happen to be any bear traps laying around in there.
Oh god.
I can use a couple more of those.
Seonaid agrees.
Let me see.
Nimway's just bear traps and charm spells all day.
You need to branch out with those traps and get some smaller ones just so you can have some fun.
True.
There's no bear traps, unfortunately.
Well, that's truly disappointing. Now that she has secured this coveted skull, she's gonna glance around the room. Does she notice anything in the room itself?
Nothing really beyond that, what you've seen so far.
Do you think we did it?
I think that we've done a part of it.
There's an altar here that the skull was on top of.
Yes.
Just made of stone.
Yes.
Krigga's gonna smash it. He's gonna warhammer it to death.
Nimway's gonna step back from that and be really happy that she grabbed that skull just in time.
Yeah, because I would have got smashed too.
Yeah.
We can't have this stuff in this place.
Okay. Do you want to? I guess I don't really give you anything, but is there anything you want to take with you? Like show. No.
Yeah. Is his heart intact, or did I whack that to death as well?
That is up to you.
I'm gonna take his heart. I'm cutting his heart out of his chest.
Nimue is gonna walk over while you're doing this. Is there a reason you're taking his heart?
Not one of the arcane reasonings, but you know, I think maybe the seat of his soul might be there, and I'm going to take that with me, and I'm going to try to preserve this. And I want this as a reminder all who may cross Kelemvor, not to do that.
I see. Should we go to Father Thom now?
Yes?
A moment. Daughter, I think it would be appropriate if you were to perhaps say a prayer of cleansing over this place before we leave it and rid the air of the stench of this evil.
I agree. And Sinead's going to take her prayer wheel out and she'll pray over the tomb in Celestial. And then she sort of puts her all into it and kind of throws herself into these prayers.
While you're praying, Krigga's gonna grab one of your hands and lay it on the rune on his arm, Niven. Just for some extra oomph, if there is any.
Okay. Good job. Cleansed the temple.
Outstanding.
I don't have to do it later. Good job.
Yay.
All right.
We gave that temple a bath.
Bloodbath.
A bloodbath.
I was gonna say, if Krigga had heard the kind of prayer that he was saying, I don't think he could have heard it though. But if he could have heard it, he would have said something like, "You know what else is gonna spread like a stain? Your blood."
Okay, so you're gonna go speak with Father Tom?
Yep.
Okay, so you exit the temple or the crypt, and it's the early afternoon at this moment. You head back into the temple and you find Father Tom in his study reading a book on Ramenos, patron deity of bullywugs.
Oh, Duro.
All right, so you walk up to him.
Yeah, Sinead's gonna go in, the heart in hand. She's just standing there. There's music in the background.
Father Tom looks up at you. Seonaid, you've returned.
We've taken care of our problem, it seems.
It is finished.
It is, I believe, I hope. It seems as though a member of the community has been behind all of this all along.
Don't say.
Yes.
You have done this temple a great service. Cyric is a plague on this realm, and always seeking to disrupt the natural order. With this evildoer gone, we can continue our sacred duties.
Do you think that it was just Baelor, Father Tom?
There very well may be others, but we will have to wait, I suppose. See if anything else shows up.
I hope you're right there. I fear that this might not be over, but if something were to happen again, then send word for me, and I'll come back.
I will, I promise. Father Tom is going to look into his bag that's next to him and retrieve 4 small amulets. They bear the markings of Kelemvor. Take these as a reward for your service. It's not much. They may protect you from those who wish to do you harm.
What do they do?
They invigorate you with courage and strength. You will not be frightened by those evil monsters which plague this land.
I see.
Sinead's gonna reach out and take one.
Yeah, Nimue is going to take one. She's not going to put it on. She's going to place it into her pocket, though. Not her bag, but like an actual pocket attached, like her cloak.
Okay.
Yeah, Krigga will take one.
As will Mars.
What time of day did you say it was, Zero?
Early afternoon.
Okay.
There's no other matters of business?
Well, I suppose you wouldn't mind us staying another night. It's if everybody else wants to stay, then we can set out first thing in the morning.
I could use a bit of rest.
Should we check on Zara there?
Oh. Yeah, where did she go?
What did you do with her? Mars. Thought you were in charge of her. Definitely not me or Nimue.
No, we were
Oh.
investigating, doing very
Yes.
important stuff.
Uh-huh.
Before my watch, I handed her over to cousin Dimla to watch over.
See, I suppose that we should go look for her. We'll look for Dimla and then look for Zara.
Bones is gonna... oh my god, Bones.
What am I
His
doing?
brain is gonna break. Nimue is gonna follow Seonaid.
Yeah, she's just gonna sort of set off and look for Dimla.
Okay, so you head over to Imla's quarters. And you just knock on the door?
Yeah, she'll knock, and it's like rapid, like incessant knocking, as per usual with Seonaid.
Okay, so you don't hear Dimla inside. He doesn't come in, like, open the door. But you do find that it's unlocked.
Seonaid's just gonna kind of peek her head in.
Okay. So you peek your head in and you see Zara has been tied up. She is resting against the stone wall.
Is she in there?
She is, and Sinead's gonna open the door further and walk in, presumably with Nimue.
Yeah.
Okay, what about you two? Are you two there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mars will bring up the rear.
How long do you think she'll sleep like that?
Oh, should we wake her? Oh, sorry, Duro.
It's okay. As you enter, she wakens.
Oh.
You do notice as you're looking at her, the scarring on her face has begun to fade, returning to its natural state.
She doesn't look much like a lich to me. Or a Draco lich. Or a dragon at all.
Can Sinead poke her face where the scarring was?
You may.
And she's gonna do that. Seems
No.
fine.
Does she say anything when she wakes up to all of us just standing there over her?
She says, "What am I doing here?"
Well, you were captured because you were being very naughty. Do you remember that?
Yes. What do you plan to do with me?
Well, I guess that depends on what you plan to say to us.
I no longer feel Thalgor's presence. When you interrupted the ritual, Thalgor's spirit must have escaped, fled to some corner of Cormyr.
And what were you planning to do with the spirit of Thalgor?
He commanded that I find a suitable host for his spirit.
And that was you?
No, I was merely an interim. He is not at his fullest strength, but he still has the power to challenge the kingdom.
And why would you want to help someone do that?
It's been a long time. Now that Thalgor is gone, I can think for myself.
How did he get there in the first place?
I was kidnapped as a young child, forced to become what I am today.
Can I tell if she's sincere in saying this?
If you want to roll an insight, you can.
That's an 8. Oh.
You're uncertain. She's been pretty not nice to you this far.
Yeah, she's kind of a bitch. Well, she's gonna look back to the rest of the party and just kind of shrug. I don't know what to do with her.
I don't really know either. I almost feel like we should let her go, but that doesn't seem like the right thing to do.
That doesn't seem right. No.
No.
But look, she feels the connection's gone. It could still be there.
If is there a... Could we just put her in jail?
Well, we could take her to somebody.
If you free me, I can help you stop him.
Why should we believe you there, Zara?
I'm inclined to disbelieve that.
You have to, because I know where he is.
Well, that's easy. Where is he?
Thalgor has made many lairs he calls home. There's one in the Dragonfire, in an underground cavern. His soul would have returned to his spirit jar there.
Does he only have one of these spirit jars?
That I'm aware of. But you will not find his lair without my help.
So you wish to join us?
For a time. If you can guarantee my safe release.
Do you know why this is happening? Why now?
There are things that I do not know myself. Why I was entrusted, I do not know.
What do we think?
I think she's the only chance we've got to finishing this thing.
If she betrays us, we can always deal with her harshly then. We just must be on the alert all the time.
Isn't that wonderful, Zara? Did you hear that? If you betray us, we get to kill you. We're quite good at that. She like looks over to Seonaid, who I imagine is just soaked in blood right now from all that bashing.
Absolutely, yes.
See? Very good.
I understand the circumstances.
Do you? Do you understand the pure level of paranoia running rampant amongst the group? All the horrible things that have happened, that we've seen, and the people we've had to kill. I do hope you're telling the truth. Well then, we do plan to stay here for the evening. Do we have a plan after that?
No. Not really, no, I guess we don't. I suppose we should work that out, shouldn't we?
Indeed.
Well, if we have no other obligations, then perhaps we should be making our way to the Dragomir to deal with this Algor situation before he becomes a Draco Lich, which I'm assuming we put quite a wrench in their little situation the other night when we took Zara.
I suppose we should do that, shouldn't we?
Seems the only lead we have right now.
Very well.
Okay, so you guys are gonna rest for the night, right?
Yeah, we're
Yeah, I
gonna
think so.
take up residence here tonight.
Okay.
I think Nimue would station Merlin with Zara at all points in time.
Just like on her shoulder.
Yeah, kind of just like always watching her. I do hope you don't mind birds.
I've not been one to quarrel with birds.
Very well. Merlin's a good boy.
So where shall we stay?
Well, you can stay in our dorms with us. I don't see
course.
why not.
Yes. Maybe with the boys, she can stay with the boys.
Yes, with the boys.
Matters not to me. We can watch her.
Well, she can't stay with us because me and Seonaid are best friends, and she's not our best friend.
Sorry, she's not our best friend.
Yep.
No.
Okay, so the four of you, including Dora, who's there, head over to the dorms which you were in before, and then two ladies head over to Sinead's dorm.
Outstanding. Maybe Dora can entertain Zara with his life story.
You see Dor just like as you're walking away, you see him, just waving his sword in front of her, kind of like taunting her.
I like that so much.
All right. So everybody takes up their bunks for the night. Anything you want to talk about for sleep time?
I think Krigga and Mars will probably take turns sleeping just so one of us can keep an eye on her this first night.
Yeah.
Krigga will do the first watch.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah, Sinead's just gonna go to bed. She's had a long day of murdering.
Maybe bath then bed?
Yeah, probably for the best.
You smell like rusty pennies.
Okay, so nothing exciting happens during the night. In the morning, though, you hear the sound of a bell ringing, waking you up. Sinead knows this is the bell that, everybody get to the main hall sort of bell. It's like a call for everybody.
Sinead tumbles out of bed and very quickly dresses herself and wakes Nimue up sort of in a hurry. Nimue,
Yes, what?
we've got to go. Father Tom's ringing the bell. There's something going on.
Oh, yes, the bell. The bell. Okay. And she's gonna get out of bed. She's already dressed. She just sleeps in her clothes.
And Sinead's gonna boot scoot and boogie.
Yeah, we'll head that way as well. We will have heard the bell.
Okay.
Are you bringing Zara?
Yes.
Okay.
I would think it would be probably Krigga, Zara, and then Mars.
Yeah.
Door.
Yeah.
And there
Door
will
can
have
stand
been
next to her.
there will have been a conversation about if, shit goes in the fire, Mars, you've got to take care of Zara because Krigga's got to be up front.
Yeah. We're also kind of putting Dora in charge of her.
Yep.
Oh no. That nothing could go wrong.
No, it's fine.
Hey.
It's fine.
You left her in our dorm. We do as we see fit.
Great.
Couldn't you just made fart jokes all night with her instead?
All right, so everybody arrives at the main hall, and everybody takes their seats. You guys, you take your seat in the front, because that's where Sinead likes to sit.
She likes to be right there. Very studious, very
Exactly.
She's the teacher's pet in this situation.
Yeah, Nimue, I assume Mars, you're probably towards the back.
Yeah, I was also gonna mention I'd probably be too tall to sit in the front. I don't want to block anybody's view.
I think Nimue would find Mars towards the back and kind of stand next to him.
Yeah. Okay. So you see Father Tom standing at the front, ready to preside. I thank you all for gathering on such short notice. I know most of you have voiced your concerns about Sister Talia's passing. I bring news that the situation has been dealt with, and we are once again safe in these hallowed halls. With that being said, we must assign a new member to take on Sister Talia's duties. Doom Guide Evlana, would you please step forward? See Evlana, Sinead's best friend, move up to the front, stand next to Father Tom. You have shown your dedication and skill to be among Kalimvor's most faithful. I hereby pronounce you our new lead Doom Guide. Evlana takes off her silver circlet while Father Tom places the gold one on her head. And you hear everybody, begin to clap for them and cheer and that sort of thing.
Sinead's clapping the loudest and standing.
Father Tom gestures for Evelana to say a few words. I thank Father Tom for this opportunity to serve Kalimvor and my people. May we all follow in his teachings. As my first act, Seonaid, would you please join me?
Sinead's visibly sweating, but she does indeed join them up front.
You have served Kalimvor with conviction, always setting or seeking to help those in need, destroying the undead wherever they are found. You have demonstrated your abilities, and Kalimvor has noticed. With great honor, I proclaim you our newest Doom Guide.
Sinead is hyperventilating.
Nimway's just really loudly in the back.
Krigga lets out a really loud huzzah!
Evelana takes her silver circlet and places it on Sinead's head.
Sinead is like seconds away from just breaking out into like full sobbing, but is keeping it together as best as she can and is like muttering and stammering some sort of thanks and appreciation and gratefulness and praise to Kalimvor, along with the hyperventilating.
Speech!
Sinead looks panicked directly at Nimue and just look at the crowd.
And Nimwe's just like,
I, Sinead, promise to kill all necromancers and undead for as long as I will live. And do the works of Kalimvor the best that I can. That's it. Suddenly, Sinead has a new fear, which is public speaking. But she will look at Evelana and very quietly sort of bow her head to her and say, you have no idea what this means to me. This is all I've ever wanted in my life. I hope I won't let you down.
I know you won't.
Sobbing. Can I sit back down again? Is that all right?
Yes, you may sit down.
Okay, thanks. I really hate this sort of situation where I'm up front with everybody. And can they hear me right now? I'm just gonna go sit down now. That's great. And she just promptly sits.
Never seen Krigga look more proud.
Okay, so as you know, everybody's celebrating. Krigga, you hear Dimla behind you. He's kind of taps you on the shoulder.
Greetings, cousin.
It's good to see you again, Krigga. I have to leave for the day, but I wanted to make sure that you visit Brynbar for old time's sake before you go.
I will do that. We must be leaving soon, but we can definitely make that stop on the way.
It's good to see you again, cousin.
Indeed, and thank you for the chore that we had you do with Zora.
It was no problem. She was knocked out most of the day anyways.
Peace, brother. Be well.
Okay, so he kind of sits back in his seat, and then you hear Father Tom. He gets back up at the front. And he says, "Thank you all for joining on this momentous occasion. Kalimvor be with you."
And also with you.
damn it, I was waiting for it.
had to come. It had to be there. Sorry. Sinead's gonna get up, and once this proceeding's over, she's gonna get up and go to the rest of the party. And she's still just like sweating buckets.
Do you feel different?
No, I don't think that I feel different. I guess we'll find out next time we meet a necromancer or the undead. We'll see if I feel different.
You look a bit different.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Do you think so?
Yeah, you like it's as though you're glistening.
That is certainly an affliction that I am experiencing. I don't like that sort of attention, I think.
Do all priests glisten when they get turned into Doomguide?
No, I think that one is specific to me. Maybe it's an ASMR thing, I'm not sure.
You smell a bit different, too.
How do I smell?
A bit gamier than usual. But not like rusty pennies anymore.
I smell a bit like onions.
I kind of like it.
Well, I suppose maybe it's a thing.
Possibly.
Do you think there's other people who would like it?
Perhaps your wolf friend?
Meriden. He never did show up, now did he?
On second thought, then.
Bit disappointing.
It's a bit sad, isn't it?
He could have seen me become a Doom guy just now.
He could have.
But he didn't. But I guess he didn't know. So he didn't miss anything that he was obligated to.
But he should have been here.
Makes me a bit worried about him.
Suddenly I feel like I want to punch him in the face. Is that a part of being a best friend?
I think so. I think so.
Well, I like that part.
Anyway.
Yeah?
You're my best friend, and I like you an awful lot, but can I be honest with you?
Sure.
She sort of takes your arm and like kind of gives a little floppy motion. I don't know if you can punch very hard.
I could try.
I like the attitude about it. It's the thought that really counts. Truly, that's the most important part.
Well, I could punch him with my mind.
Now that I think I would be quite the show. I think that would be very good and dangerous and might actually kill him.
I guess we would have to find out.
Part of me hopes that you don't punch him with your mind, but part of me also hopes that you do.
Perhaps it's situational.
Maybe.
I think I'd know in the moment, though.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Maybe let's defer to how he responds when he sees me. Maybe he'll grovel. I heard that's a thing that men do when they feel bad for hurting their lady loves. Not to say that I'm his lady love, but
you should be.
I do think he's quite handsome, and I would really like to hold his hand.
He does look like a man.
Allegedly. For now, he might be a wolf now, and then that's some kind of lost the plot on that one, isn't it?
Is that something you're into, Sinead?
No, I don't think that it is. I just like that he's tall.
Maybe he's a tall wolf, too.
I think the tail would turn me off.
Well, you don't know what the tail can do.
I don't think I want to know what the tail can do, to be honest with you on that respect. I don't think that I want to know that.
You never know.
I guess the benefit is, though, I don't think ASMR can reproduce. I never had that lesson with Krigga.
Is Krigga nearby?
Yep.
Krigga?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you were talking about.
Sinead, ask him.
Can ASMR reproduce, Krigga? Can I have children? I don't think that I can.
No, in fact, they're banned from even attempting it.
What does that mean?
I think that might be a lie. I think that you're lying to me.
I think you're lying.
I've never lied to me.
Krigga literally starts laughing and just turns and walks down the corridor.
He's not very helpful, your dad.
banned from attempting it. But if I'm just doing it for pleasure, then it's not really attempting it now, is it?
It's not.
Yes, it is!
He's got an ear for a small guy.
It's not quite the ear.
Interesting. There's so much to think about.
Should we ask Father Tom sometime before we take off?
Yes. Yes.
Father Tom, and she's gonna walk up to Father Tom.
Nimue follows.
Yes, Seonaid.
Father Tom, I have a question for you. Is it banned for Aasimar to reproduce or attempt to reproduce, even if it's for pleasure?
That's not what I've heard.
I told you he was lying.
He did lie to me, didn't he?
Yeah.
You didn't happen to see a man named Aridin come by, did you?
Oh, I'm afraid not.
I don't remember if I've already asked you this or not.
No, this is the first time.
Oh, okay. That's a shame. There may be a man named Aridin, and he's I will describe him for you if you would so desire. Do you so desire?
Go ahead.
He's very tall. He's very good looking. He's quite muscular, if you will, and he's got very good features. And he has these great hands that I so desire to hold. Definitely desire to hold. I would say maybe he even looks a bit like Kellenvor. Not that I have ever thought of Kellenvor in that way at all. That's a weird thing to say. That would be so weird for me to suggest anyway. I would really like it if you remembered that tall, very good looking, very muscular, very manly there.
He smells like a dog.
Smells kind of a bit like a dog, but that part I don't really mind. He might show up. Can he stay here until I get back after my adventures and I track down the Lake Jacob Lich? Because I'd like to see him again. Maybe if you give him a good slap upside the head for no reason at all.
If he should arrive, he is more than welcome to stay.
Okay, he can stay. Well, no, he can't stay in my dorm. Sorry, he has to find a different dorm. He can't find things in there that are there. Mm-hmm.
There's certainly nothing in her desk.
No, we gotta go back to my dorms for no reason. I have to get something out of my desk.
But there's nothing in there. You told me to say that there was nothing in there.
Right, we'll just gotta go back in there and just make sure there's nothing in there and burn it all in the fire.
The desk. We're burning your desk?
The whole desk. It's gotta go. New desk needs to come in. Yep.
Okay.
Anyway, thanks, Father Tom. We've got things to do then, and the Draco Lich to kill. So, thank you for this great honor of making me a Doom Guide. I hope I do you proud. Don't worry about anything that I've said except for let Aridin stay not in my dorms.
Mm-hmm. And don't look in her desk.
Don't worry about what's in there. There's nothing in there.
He's just gonna walk away.
I imagine that Father Tom is very used to Seonaid and Seonaidisms.
Seonaid probably gets that a lot from everybody. People just in the end walking away after 15, 20 minutes of conversation. One-sided conversation.
Of her just talking at people.
Yeah.
I think Nimue likes it.
That's why we're best friends. Well, what do? We should celebrate, Seonaid. You're a Doom Guide now. Doesn't that call for celebration? Shouldn't you drink something? Shouldn't you get slightly inebriated?
I think I should.
I think so.
Should we go
I feel like the boys would like that. They like to go to the tavern far more than we do.
No, I think that we should go to the tavern and maybe have a drink and then set off.
Yeah.
You'll hear about 5 or 10 feet away from you. I could go for a drink. Mars has just been following just because that's what he does.
Is there a good tavern in Skull Crag?
Yeah, that's open at around 8 in the morning.
Of course.
Asking for a friend.
Asking for a friend.
There is a place called Thirsty Traveler.
That's us.
It is located next to the caravan stables, where it wafts a delightful aroma of fresh manure.
Seonaid, this place smells a bit like you before you took that shower.
It does smell a bit like meat, doesn't it?
I think we need some drinks in you.
I think maybe just 3 or maybe 5. She sort of looks around. No sign of Aridin, I'm assuming. She's very hopeful. Damn.
No sign of him.
Yeah, I would say Nimue leads the way into the tavern.
Sinead's like directly behind her.
Okay, so you enter and you find an assortment of travelers for the most part. Behind the counter is a haggish woman. Sinead, you've met her before. She is not friendly. She despises even people entering.
Not very good business practice, is it?
Suppose not.
Sinead's gonna sort of give her like a sheepish wave.
Do you know her?
Yeah, she's not the friendliest. I don't even remember her name.
Oh,
Do you remember her name, Krigga?
I do not.
I wonder if there could be a sign from God what her name is.
Her name is
Beep Bop.
Tina.
Tina. Oh,
It's not short for anything. It's just Tina.
just Tina.
I think her name's Tina.
That's an interesting name.
Oh, right. And her mother's name was Tina as well.
Right, and then her mother's name was Tina.
Indeed, I remember now.
And they're all equally horrible, I think, if I recall.
That whole
correctly.
family is unpleasant.
Yeah, they're a bit rude, but I think we should send Mars up to get the drinks then.
I feel as though I've heard of an ailment like this. I believe it's called resting bitch face, is what they call it in the city.
Oh, should we practice
Practice what?
having resting bitch face?
Yes! I think we should.
I think it could be a skill that we could have.
I could. Yeah.
Krigga
Do
says,
we look like bitches?
Krigga says, I'll try, and his face does not change at all.
I think Krigga's really good at that.
I think he might be afflicted with the actual ailment.
It's a bit a shame. Really?
I don't know, I kind of like him like that. It's his charm.
I can't imagine him as any other way, to be honest with you.
No.
He's sort of been that. I saw him smile once, I think on my birthday. Was it my birthday?
What happened for Krigga to crack a smile?
I think I tripped and fell into my cake.
He's smiling again at the memory of that.
Oh, you cured him.
Oh, thank God. I just gotta remind him of the time that I tripped and fell into my cake. I think I was 13. I was really embarrassed. Those are
That's
horrible
very
times.
embarrassing.
So embarrassing.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Anyway, Mars, if we get a table, you go get us some drinks.
I shall.
Where's Zara? Do we have Zara? We keep forgetting Zara.
Is Dor here as well? I feel like Dor would enjoy a trip to the tavern.
No, we have both Zara and Dor.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yes.
me and Mars are not going to forget them.
Not like we would. Have you been feeding little Krigga?
Little Krigga lives in Krigga's backpack, so yes, he feeds him.
Okay.
Yeah, we can't forget to feed the animals.
Yeah, God might smote you.
Yeah, God's gonna kill your animals if you don't feed them, even though it's a fucking bird. But they can just literally fly off and eat its own food. You don't have to feed it. I mean, a turtle. That's weird. I brought up a bird. That's so weird.
So weird. We don't have a bird, Sinead. We have a turtle.
We have a turtle.
I feel like you might need to introduce like an in-game therapist at some point, Duro.
This is supposed to be therapy to me, but no, Duro just kills my birds. Like a dick. God. Sorry, I'm done.
Okay.
Bones' bi-weekly rant about a bird.
Mars, you approach the Tina.
Before I walked up,
Tina.
I was gonna say like the hag, but she has a name now.
I would have told, come on, door.
Why are we going towards that woman?
To get drinks. Refreshments.
Thanks from her.
God, how sour-faced do you have to be for a door to act that way?
I wouldn't even get near her with the 10-foot pole.
I'll buy you an ale.
Oh, okay.
Always works. So we'll walk up.
She gives you she doesn't even really look at you. She just turns her head and scowls at you.
What a treat.
Hello. He'll say in an awkward hello. We'd like to buy beverages.
She just, you can't tell if she heard you or not.
He'll cough and then repeat it.
She'll just be like, and then just starts. She doesn't even like, she gets her, like her serving pitcher, I guess, and she's just kind of like all over the place on pouring it. She doesn't give you like a full cup. She just throws them on the counter.
Do you have any wine?
She starts to mutter to herself, us idiots, asking for a wine.
She's a woman after my own heart.
No, we don't have wine.
This should be fine. How much do I owe you?
One gold.
I'll give her 2. There you are.
She then promptly ignores you once again.
I'll pick up the tray or whatever and well, have a good rest of your day. And then I'll walk off. And I'll walk over to the table and sit them down. They didn't have wine, Nimue, so...
No wine? Oh, what am I to drink?
This is pretty good, hopefully.
What is it?
Take a sip. I'm hoping it's ale. I'm hoping that's what she gave us. That Tina is not a, it's not very nice.
What is it, Duro?
Just some watered down, piss, essentially.
Nimue looks down into her cup. But I don't want this, Mars. I want wine. And she just like pushes the cup back to you. How am I to celebrate if I don't have wine?
Mars will get back up and walk back over to the bar.
Nimue like shoots a look over to Seonaid like, who's this fucking guy? What the fuck is he doing?
Can you go buy some wine there at least, Mars? I think I want wine as well. It's my celebration.
We all want wine, Mars.
Yeah, wine. I want wine.
Wine.
I'll look over to Krigga.
Krigga's drinking the watered down piss. And, whoever pushes their cups back to the middle, he'll just shrug and pull it over to himself and pour it all in his cup.
Sinead's gonna look at Krigga, and she's going to sort of pull out a look that you don't get very often from her, and it is wide and doe-eyed and teary. Krigga. I mean, Nimue and I really wanted to there, celebrate me becoming a Doom Guide and all, and we really wanted wine. Do you think that it would be alright if maybe we told Mars to go find some wine for us? Do you think that you could make that happen for me?
Mars, go find him wine.
Do you think maybe perhaps we would want some cheese with our wine too? Because I heard that in some places across the land they pair cheese with wine. It's a pairing. It's called a pairing.
A pairing.
Mars,
yes.
wine with cheese. Why are you still here, good man?
Come on, Dor. Is there like a general shop like that would sell wine and cheese?
So you could. So Skullcrag is sort of like a trader's hub. I'm sure if you look around, you'd be able to find a wine merchant.
All right. We'll walk out of the tavern and look for it.
Okay, so you look around and you find a place, a stall, named the Forsaken Plum. You see that they deal in, plum-based wine.
Hopefully that will do. I'll walk up. Hello.
You see an older gentleman wearing very fine silken clothes. He says, "Hello, what could I get for you today?"
How much for a bottle of your finest wine?
A finest
cheese.
wine and cheese. It's 10 gold.
I will take
Only
it.
the finest here at the Forsaken Plum.
I'll take a bottle, please.
Okay, and
cheese.
he hands you some, like a nice aged cheese.
And how much for the cheese?
He meant 10 for both.
Oh, okay. All right. What's the name of this wine?
The plum.
All right. I'll say thanks and start heading back to the tavern.
Okay, so you return with the wine and the cheese.
You brought wine and cheese.
A part of me wants Mars to kick open the door and look over to Tina and be like,
Do they
But-
charge an uncorking fee?
And I'll walk over to the table.
Oh, that wasn't very hard now, was it, Mars?
Wasn't very hard at all. You did great. Nimwe's gonna take one of Krigga's empty cups and pour a large helping of wine into it and slide it over to Seonaid. I think you should get the first glass from the bottle. It is your celebration.
Oh, that's quite good. And she'll wait for you to pour your own glass, and she'll put up a little huzzah, cheers.
Huzzah!
Krigga hurriedly empties up enough glasses for everybody to have an empty one for wine if they want.
It's very good of you, Krigga. Thank you.
I was gonna say, is there even any more ale left?
Oh yeah, he's got a full cup still, but all the rest are empty.
Oh. I'm gonna go to the bar and ask for another.
He just
Ask for
assumes you
another
want
cup.
wine. That's what his excuse is.
And I guess another one for Door.
Okay, so you head up and talk to Tina again.
Yeah.
Before she grudgingly hands you some more of the ale.
All right. Now we'll bring him back.
I know we just left the temple. Do you mind if we pop back up there very quickly?
Of course. Did you forget something, Seonaid?
I need to. Is Zara sitting with us?
Yes.
I need to speak with Keldor Iron Fist through that mirror, that people mirror.
The people mirror. Yeah. Oh, the people mirror.
People mirror.
I remember that.
You see Zara, she bows her head. She doesn't say anything.
Something wrong, Zara?
No, it's all right.
That's a very classic response. I understand. But maybe it's not fine. Would you like to speak about it?
Like she said, Keldor Iron Fist is my father.
Oh. Did you not get along with your father?
I was not the greatest daughter to him
I see.
before I left, or was taken, rather.
Well, maybe you could make a bit amends with your father.
If you allow me, I'll see what comes.
Seonaid?
I think Zara. There's one thing that I've learned in my studies. To become a cleric and now a doom guide. It's that with death, we have to allow it to occur. And in order for that to happen, we have to let go of certain things. Be it guilt or remorse, or even love. It doesn't go away completely, but once it's out of our hands, it takes shape. A great vessel, if you will, to lead us from this life into the next and to where we belong with our ascribed gods.
Where will I go?
Who do you worship, Zara?
Don't know.
Well, if you're with us, well, when you figure that one out, I'll put in a good word with Kellumbor for you. As long as you don't betray us and murder us all in our sleep.
I would like that.
It takes time to find your god, and perhaps that's okay. But what is most important is that when we die, we're sent there, and we are not brought back. For then you are faced with my righteous hand.
See Dor swinging his sword, like, yeah.
And possibly also the horror of Dor.
Yeah, Seonaid is his queen.
I wish that you would not feel that fire there, but it is helpful. You'll find your way, Zara. Everyone does. You've got to go somewhere after this life. And remaining here is not an option. But anyway, and she's gonna take a big swig of her wine.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Nimue pretends to drink her wine.
Do you not like your wine there, Nimue?
Oh, I sip it slowly.
Oh, I see. Okay. And Seonaid gets in mouthfuls of cheese. So much cheese.
Nimue nibbles on like a small corner of a piece of cheese.
Well, should we pop back up to that temple there and finish what needs to be finished?
Yeah.
Rightio. And Seonaid gets up, takes the bottle, because it's their bottle, so ours fair and square.
Fair and square.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you and your bottle head up to the temple once again.
Yes.
All right, so you arrive. It doesn't seem like there's anything of note happening.
No cute wolf boys. I'm gonna keep asking every time.
No.
Okay. Then Sinead's gonna head directly for the mirror.
Okay, so you head over to the holiest of holies,
Mm-hmm.
where in the room you see sitting in the center the big reflective mirror.
She's gonna look to Zara and sort of look for approval.
You see her nod her head to you.
Then Sinead's gonna step up to the mirror. And she just needs to speak his name.
Yes, speak his name.
And she'll do that. She will call out for Keldor Iron Fist.
Okay, so you see an elderly dwarf appear before you. He has rugged, like very worn down blacksmith's clothes, like a apron and really dusty cloth pants and a shirt. And he says, "Who are you? And why have you contacted me?"
My name is Sinead. And we're on a journey to stop a Draco Lich.
A Draco Lich? What does that have to do with me?
Well, she's gonna look back at Zara, like, nervously.
So Zara will, step forward. He will Keldor will see her there and he will fall to his knees.
Zara.
She will say, "It's me, Father. It's really me." And he will pause and take a deep breath. I have searched for my daughter for years, to no avail. She disappeared without a trace. I have not seen or heard from her since. But now you bring her in front of me.
Yep, I helped. That's what I do. I'm a helper.
I knew you were out there somewhere. I can finally rest having seen you once again. You'll see Zara, she'll walk up to the to the mirror and put her hand on it in front of Keldor. And she'll whisper something to him. You don't hear what she says. And then Keldor stands up. And then you begin to see that the mirror changing colors. It begins to turn yellow.
Sinead's gonna walk up to the mirror and touch it very gently. Where would you like to go, Keldor?
You see that his lips are moving, but you don't hear him.
Nimue steps closer as well, just behind Sinead, kind of peeking over her shoulder. Is this normal?
Would Sinead have any intuition that this is like the right thing? That this is good?
This is not good. Something is definitely wrong.
You look at Sinead and she's very nervous. What is it that you said to him, Zara? This is not the way that this should go.
I just told him I wanted to see him again someday. I don't know what's happening.
What god did your father worship? Quickly tell me now.
Abathor.
Abathor. Abathor. Well, all right then. Would Sinead know that Bones knows, I think, what's happening, but Sinead wouldn't necessarily know. That is he like slipping away, or does she need to redirect where his spirit's going?
It looks like he is like like his body is starting to fade, like there's interference.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not good. Is this like a divine interference? Is this something that Or
It's not something Seonaid has ever seen before.
okay. Well,
Like as you're trying to figure what's happening, you see Keldor fade away, and in place you see a young girl standing in front of you. She is glowing with a bright yellow. She's has her head pointed down. When she raises her face, you see a young Nimue.
I gasp. And I look back to Nimue.
What is that? I assume this is the spirit that's been haunting me.
Yes, it is a spirit which has been haunting Nimue for some time now.
What were you going to say, Bones? Sorry.
Okay. Nimue, is that you?
It can't be. I'm here.
No, I suppose it can't, or...
I'm
Perhaps.
certainly not dead.
Well, not all of you is, at least. But you're not undead. Could you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Could you step out of the view of the mirror, and so I can see what that does?
Nimue steps aside and out of the mirror's sight.
Okay. So
Change. Oh, sorry.
it changes. Now, it's starting to fade, but you're starting to see Keldor now. Sort of like Nimue's presence is causing this.
Does she go away?
For now, we're not done looking at this. Let me send this man back to his rightful place. Keldor, are you there?
Yes, I am. I'm not sure what happened.
Neither am I, but are you ready to go?
I am.
And Seonaid would know that she just needs to pray and perform the rites.
Yes.
And she would do so. And as she does so, she has her prayer wheel in one hand and she sort of holds her hand on Zara's shoulder. And performs the final rites.
Okay, so you see Keldor just begin to fade back into the mirror.
But in a good way?
Yes, in a good way. Like he's walking behind like a mist.
Once he's gone, and once the rite is complete, she will look back to Nimue and say, "Right, stand in front of that mirror again for me, will you?"
Nimue steps back in front of the mirror.
Okay, so you see the young Nimue once again, glowing in a yellow flame.
Now that is a bit odd, isn't it?
Who are you?
I am you.
You can't be me.
But I am you.
But I am me.
And I am you.
Oh.
Only by facing your past can you find peace in the present.
I don't know what you're speaking of. I wish you to go away.
You have to wish yourself away.
You're not me. Nimue is getting visibly angry now.
You've forgotten me, but I haven't forgotten you.
No! And she's gonna smack the mirror off where it's standing in an attempt to break it.
Okay. Give me. Actually, we'll just. Yeah, so you slap it and it's pushed over. And as it hits the ground, it shatters.
Nimue just kind of stands over the broken mirror looking down at it. And then she's gonna slowly look back to Seonaid. I'm sorry I broke your mirror. That's not me.
Sinead looks at you almost somberly. Like she is confused, and doesn't pity you per se, but wants to comfort you, and she doesn't really know how. It's all right.
Since we're best friends now, I have to be honest about something, Sinead.
Sure.
That spirit, it's been haunting me. I saw it first when we fought the ghost of the Elven King in the forest. And then again in the dungeons when we fought the troll. She was there. She says she's me, but she can't be me. I'm me.
Perhaps have you considered you were her, and she's going to be you?
I don't understand.
If she's what you were once, and you are who she's going to be, then there's some sort of funniness going on with perhaps time, but that feels like a lot of math. I think perhaps Krigga.
Yes.
I think I need you to speak with the drawbridge.
I will see if he has any inklings for us in this matter.
Can you trust me, Nimue, with that?
Yes.
Kalimvor might be the god of death, but most importantly, he is a man of, well, a god, deity of balance. And this feels quite unbalanced.
Do you think that Father Tom would know something about spirit?
Oh, most certainly. I think that you should speak with him. If I speak with Niven and see if maybe Kalimvor may give me insight on the drawbridge. Maybe Father Tom will give you some insight here on the mortal plane.
Very well.
I will say, Doctor, that typically when the drawbridge speaks to me, I get simple nudges and inklings. The communications with me is very basic. If you were to sit in prayer, you typically, if you get a response, get a more detailed and worthy response than I do. Your connection is deeper than mine. Mine is simply a protective connection.
Perhaps with the drawbridge, it will give me another vision like it did here.
Perhaps.
For the temple.
I would still try to see if there is any information to be had from my end, though.
Right. Well, let's make this quick. We have many answers to find.
So Krigga's just gonna, right in that room, he's just gonna go over to a corner. He's gonna kneel down, put one hand, his opposite hand on the tattoo, and he's gonna ask for guidance. That's all he ever does when there's something that he needs a direction for.
Okay. So let's say you sit there for a while.
Okay.
Waiting for the guidance.
Yeah, I imagine that would not be uncommon for it to take a while.
Yes. So we could have Nimue speak to Father Tom. In the meantime,
Seonaid, would you come with me?
Of course. And Sinead's gonna reach out very quickly and grab your hand and give you a squeeze. I'll tell you, Nimue. Spirits and ghosts and the dead and the not dead really aren't that scary. Not if you're facing it with a friend.
I just have a bad feeling about this. Something feels wrong.
Well, whatever it is, you don't have to face it alone. Not while I'm around, at least.
Thank you, Seonaid.
Let's go. Let's go see Father Tom.
She's gonna follow Seonaid.
Sinead will lead her.
okay. You head up to Father Tom's study, where you find him just sort of, he's cleaning up. Why not?
Father Tom.
Seonaid, it is good to see you once again.
Do you have a moment for my friend Nimue here?
Of course, any friend of Seonaid is a friend of mine.
Thank you. Nimue. Tell him what you saw.
I saw a spirit. She was inside the mirror. But I've seen her before. Only a few times. And she says that she is me. But she can't be me. It's possible. I am me.
So Father Tom will he'll ponder for a moment. I have studied all manner of spirits, and I have come across such a thing only in writing, so this all may be speculation. This is supposedly related to what is called the Shadow Curse. Those of Shatterkai descent are most susceptible to this, such as yourself. I'm afraid the spirit which haunts you is trying to kill you.
Why? Who is she?
It is the curse itself manifesting. It takes pieces of you. It forms a spirit. He wishes to take more and more of you until there's nothing left.
Is there anything I can do?
The only way to stop it is to spend some time in the plane of shadow, resetting the curse in a sense.
I see. And when I return, she would be gone, but I would have to return to the Shadowfell from time to time?
That is correct. It is unfortunately the only solution that I am aware of.
Very well. I must do what I must. Thank you, Father Tom.
Of course. I hope you things get better for you.
Me too. Should we go, Seonaid?
Do you feel like you have the answers that you want and need?
I suppose so. I know how to fix it now. Perhaps I'm overdue to make my way back to the Shadowfell. My queen would likely want to hold court with me. It's been some time since I've visited her.
You know, Nimue, I'll go with you, of course.
Shadowfell's not a place for you. I feel it would be dangerous. Some things you have to do by yourself, like becoming a Doom Guide or going back home.
Well, should you change your mind, I'd be glad to go back with you.
Besides, who's gonna stay here and watch Mars?
That's a good point.
I don't think he could do it on his own.
Probably not. It's a bit odd, isn't he?
Just a bit.
Mm.
He's useful, though.
Very useful. How long will you be gone for?
I'm not sure. In the Shadowfell, time moves differently than on this plane. It's hard to say. But I feel as though at some point soon I should probably sit and think about my trip and when I am to make it.
Sure. In the meantime, keep an eye out for this ghost.
Yes. I told you she's not me.
No. She's not nearly as tough looking as you.
You think so?
Oh, I know so. That's for certain.
I did paint the wall with a man recently, didn't I?
It was quite good. We're very good at that together, I think.
It's like we're artists.
It is art.
It is. I like being an artist.
I do as well, especially in the name of Kellenvor.
Should we go check on Krigga?
Yes. Hopefully Mars has not bothered him to death.
I don't think they bother each other. I think they quite like each other. They often go and drink without us.
It's kind of rude.
I don't mind it so much.
That's fair.
Then it gives us alone time with your desk.
Speaking of which, I think we should go burn the desk down.
No, we shouldn't burn it down. Of course, there's nothing in there.
No, there's
but
nothing
if
in
there
there.
was something in there, it would probably be very valuable because it's inside of a desk.
Right.
Right.
Should we stop and look at the desk?
You know, I have this very large bag that I can fit all sorts of things inside of. We could just put them in my bag.
Right.
And then they wouldn't be in your desk for people to find when you were away.
Right.
And then we could take them out and look at them whenever we wanted to.
Nimue,
Yeah?
I think that you might be the smartest person I have ever met in my life.
That's very nice of you. I can be quite smart at times.
Yes. Let's go get the stuff out of the desk.
Okay. Very well.
Okay.
Thank you, Father Tom. You didn't hear any of that. And she just like scurries out.
Yeah. Sinead's like behind you. To definitely not get fanfic and drawings of Kellenvor.
Definitely not.
Definitely not self-insert fanfic about Sinead and Kellenvor together. In love. Kiss them.
Okay, so you two head over to the dorm.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry about what we're doing. We've got business to attend to.
Yep.
Categorizing.
Okay, Mars, what are you doing during all this? You and Dor and Zara? I think you're just kind of hanging out.
I would assume that when you mentioned somebody has to stay with Mars, you both would have looked over and saw me sharing a ration with Dor.
Where'd you get this ration?
From my pack. I have quite a few of them.
Do you have different flavors?
Sure.
Can I have the orange one?
Mars will look in his little bag. I think this one should be it. Hand it over to him.
Thank you. You know, you're not as bad as people say.
People say I'm bad?
That's what I hear. You know, little Krigga, he tells me things.
The turtle.
Yeah. You know, he's a great conversationalist. If you should try talking to him sometime.
I might have to do that. Shall we go find the others?
Okay. Yeah, good.
What were you gonna say?
Find the others. Yeah, let's go find the others. They've been gone for way too long. We need to show them all these rations you have.
All right.
And he'll draw his sword and point it at Zara. Come on, little lady. Okay, so the three of you head over to where exactly? Where are you headed?
Us?
Yeah.
Just maybe to Nimue and Sinead or Krigga or whoever's
Okay.
closest to us, I guess.
All right. Well, okay. You find Krigga still sitting in his corner. I guess you guys can just kind of sit next to him, just waiting.
Yeah, I think me and Sinead were gonna go make a pit stop at the dorm and then come back to Krigga.
Yeah.
Was the plan.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Dor will just, put his ration on Krigga's lap. Just in case he gets hungry.
Fair.
I know you're like communing with gods, but in case you need a snack while you're doing
You
it,
never know.
you never
You
know.
Okay, so gather up all your, your sacred texts from your dorm and head back.
Yes. Sacred
Text. Exactly.
All right, so you two, you're back with the gang.
Probably shortly after you guys get back, Krigga will slowly rise to his feet and shake his head a little bit. I have received inspiration. We need a map. Seonaid, a map now, before I lose it.
I'm a tomb guide. You can't talk to me like that. She
Now,
says this as she's getting a map out. Like, who the hell are you? You're just a guy. I'm the tomb guide here.
I have had the feeling, a divine feeling that I get on occasion. And this feeling tells me that there is a cure for what ails you, Nimue.
Oh.
He's now looking at the map, spreading it out on the floor, and he's kneeling over it. And he puts his finger down, and he's looking, but he obviously doesn't know what he's looking for. But slowly, the search kind of narrows a little bit, and his finger stops, and the name underneath it is Hermit's Forest. Here. The answer is here.
There must be an opening to the Shadowfell there.
I know not. I get the feeling there is something here for you in a positive way.
Actually, let me look at something real quick. Where the hell is it? Where is it? Okay, no, never mind. Just kidding. Well, is there any other matters of business we need to attend to while here at Skullcrag?
Not at Skullcrag for myself, but when we leave on our way, we must stop by Cragholm. I must speak with Brambera before we continue. It should only take a few moments.
Very well then. I don't believe we need any more rest. We could be on our way, if that's what you so wanted to do.
Let's be off.
Okay, so you gather your things from the dorm and wherever you have them. And you head off to the Stormhorn Mountains, which are just nearby. High on the rugged Stormhorn mountainside, you come across a dwarf hall hewn from solid stone. The sturdy stone dwelling blends seamlessly with the rocky terrain, as if it's an extension of the very mountain itself. This is Cragholm, where the collective watches over the symbiotic being which lives in Krigga. A single heavy wooden door, intricately carved with dwarven symbols and runes, leads inside.
Krigga will walk up to the door, say a short prayer, and open it.
Okay, so you enter the interior. Though compact, it is functional. The centerpiece of the main chamber is a stone hearth, where a welcoming fire crackles and keeps the chill of the mountainside at bay. In one corner of the room is a large keg of ale where an older dwarf is partaking. He is dressed in earthen tone garments, and a set of spectacles is perched on his nose. He takes notice of you entering.
Is that Brambera, I assume?
Yes, it is Brambera. The very person.
Krigga will walk right up to him. Brabera, good to see you, sir. Good to see you.
Krigga, I was not expecting you today.
We have things to be about. There is no time to waste. Evil is afoot.
As it is always afoot.
Indeed.
It has been some time that I have thought that you take your oath a devotion.
It seems the times have come to that at last. I had thought for many years perhaps I would not be called to that, but with recent activity and developments, it seems that is the path.
You see Brambera shuffle over his stack of books, pulling out a large tome. He turns to a certain page and raises his right hand.
Krigga raises his right hand.
He begins to read. This oath binds the vessel to the loftiest ideals of justice, virtue, and order. They are to hold themselves to the highest standards of conduct. The vessel will display honesty, courage, compassion, honor, and duty. It shall be until your final breath. Do you accept?
I accept.
You see Brambert clench the tome closed. Then I assume you're off then.
Indeed, there are disturbing things that time just should not be wasted before we rid these things off this earth.
I bid you farewell. I hope to see you again soon.
You will. Save some of that ale for me, old man.
I'll save a pint.
And Krigga will turn and walk out.
Okay, nice. All right. Anybody have any comments? Krigga?
No, Krigga doesn't have any.
As we get out of the door, Nimue is going to look at Krigga. What was that?
A ceremony.
What
My
kind of
status has
ceremony? Should we?
My status has changed.
Oh. Did it go from single to complicated?
It is just different.
Should we celebrate? I think Seonaid has more of that wine.
There is no need to celebrate. I think the proper celebrations would be to complete the tasks we are about. That would be the proper celebrations for this.
So it's complicated.
Not to me.
Sort of everything's a little bit complicated with you, isn't it, Krigga?
Not to me. I am not the one that complicates things, child.
Not yet, at least.
Very well. Should we go to Hermit's Rest?
I think we should.
Indeed.
Okay, so you head off once again, but as you're leaving, you see a middle-aged man resting at the roadside. He's clearly winded from, I assume, running. You recognize him as Cedric, the thief that was saved by Aridin and Suzail.
Stop the cart.
Skirt.
Skirt.
So the
Best
cart
sound
says,
effect ever.
yeah, I'm helpful.
Oh.
He stands up at the sight of you. Oh, am I glad to see you? I ran all the way from Skullcrag to get here.
You ran from Skullcrag?
Yes, a dwarf told me that you'd be here.
Oh.
Airden has given me an urgent message.
Sinead's off the cart. She's climbing off. She's falling off that cart. What is it? What's the message? I'll take the message. I'm the message taker.
He's been captured by his father. He needs your help.
Well, okay. Where is his father? We'll go there right now.
I will take you to him in the King's Forest.
Sinead looks back at the rest of the party. Okay, we're going. Okay, hop on.
Can I still sit in the front?
Yeah, he's got to sit in the back. I'm not letting him sit up front for that. This is our time up here up front.
Very well.
Who else is gonna... What are you talking about? Anyway, somebody else sitting up front with me? Absolutely not.
Can I see your map, Seonaid? While we travel. She takes it. Thank you. And she's gonna study the map and look at this place called Hermit's Rest, right?
It was Hermit's Forest.
Hermit's Forest. Sorry, thank you. She's gonna look and kind of find that spot on the map and study it a bit quietly during our journey.
Okay. This is embarrassing. I told Krigga the wrong name, so it's actually called Hermit's Woods.
Oh, so none of us know where we're going, but we got this.
It's fine.
Our God is a fickle man, and that map keeps changing.
We're going to Hermit's Woods. Sorry.
Okay.
The map's actually smeared. Sorry.
That's okay.
I'm getting a retraction and a correction.
You told Cygnus one thing, I made up another thing.
You got a new one.
Eventually we're gonna get there.
We're going to the hermit place. That's where we're going.
Hermit. That's
going
what I know.
to Hermit. It's fine.
It's fine. Shit'll buff out.
It all buffs out.
Yes. Okay. So you begin to make your way back through the way you came. Back through the Dwarven fortress.
Do we have to go back to that Aarakocra village where, like, there's a bunch of dead birds?
Yeah.
Oh. Duro has a thing with birds.
No, I don't.
You just not like birds, Duro?
He really hates birds. I'm becoming convinced.
Yeah.
I don't like birds either, so.
Why do you guys hate birds so much? What do the birds do to you?
Yeah, I like birds.
I like birds.
They look dumb. The bodies are still laying there.
Look dumb?
Rude!
Rad has one bird in his head. That's it. There's no other types of birds, and it looks really stupid. Well,
Rad, you have two birds inside you. Both look dumb.
Yeah, they're both really stupid looking. Can we make Rad that shirt? Okay. I'm on it. Anyway, I hate that fucking bird village. Anyway.
How do we figure out how to trick Rad into cosplaying as a bird for one session?
I think you can, even though I got the beak already.
Your words, not mine,
yeah,
buddy.
it's not a far stretch. Is that why you hate birds?
No.
Because you look like a bird? I'm just kidding. You don't look like a bird, Rad.
Bird!
Like this.
I feel like this is It's Always Sunny's situation, and Rad is Sweet D, and we just call him Bird all the time.
Every episode when everybody's trying to figure out who knocked D up, and everybody's story is just Sorry, we're playing D&D right now. Sorry, Dura.
Alright, that's okay. So
we're bad babies.
It's wagon talk. We're on the road, you know?
Yeah. Who's this rad person we speak of? Doesn't matter. They look like a bird.
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 You go back into the abandoned dwarf fortress. As you're making your way through the winding path, where you found the ritual happening by the cult of the dragon, you see a spirit of a dwarf blocking your path. He's a stout dwarf. His form is somewhat, teal in color. He's corporeal, so you see right through him a bit. He's just standing there.
Nimue, kind of like leans out and like wraps around and sticks her head into the wagon. Krigga, I think another one of your relatives is here.
Krigga will take a look. I don't suppose it's anybody he recognizes.
No.
Does it look like he's like watching me as I get out and take a look at him?
Yeah. He's looking at you.
Brother, what goes here?
Begins to point at you. Like a accusatory point.
Nimue leans over to Seonaid. I think they know each other.
Krigga's gonna look behind him, like, could you be more specific?
He speaks to you. You and those people back there. You're the ones who freed us. You freed me from the horrible people that were living here.
You're welcome?
I feel like this is very accusatory for something that we did that was good.
Yeah, Krigga will nod his head at that stage.
Yeah, it feels accusatory.
Feels pretty aggressive.
Yeah. Is he speaking in common or dwarfish?
Let's say dwarvish would be more fun.
Okay. What's he saying, Krigga? Is he mad at us? What did we do?
He looks mad, but he's thanking us for freeing him when we came through. But he looks pissed.
What an odd little man. Are all dwarves mad all the time, Krigga?
No, we just look it.
So are you birthed with the resting bitch face ailment?
It's not an ailment in Dwarvens.
Oh. What is it?
It just is.
Oh. I feel like you dwarven lot are quite good at explaining things.
Thank you. And he's looking really mad now at you.
Sinead's shaking her head.
Reason. Krigga's gonna turn back to the thing. Ghosty dwarf. And say, well, you're welcome that we rescued you. Why are you still here? Why have you not passed on?
My beloved Kelda is buried here. Would you please take some time to clean her resting place? It would mean the world to me.
Certainly.
I am Durin Stonehammer. Rita, which clan do you hail from?
I am Krigga of the Mountain Clan.
I know your clan. Or rather your forefathers. We were friends.
That is good. Show me where this deed must be done.
He begins to walk past the blacksmith area.
Okay.
And resting along the river, which flows into the underground, you see three graves. Two are, the three are beyond, recognition. They've been there for so long. They have mold and moss growing all over them.
And what did he say? He said he wanted me to clean it up?
Yes, clean up his wife specifically.
And which one of these is your wife's?
He walks in front of the one in the middle.
We'll start cleaning it. He's not going to ask for help or anything. He's just going to start cleaning it up.
Okay, after some time, you scrub it with some cloths, and eventually, it's as good as it's gonna get with little prepared.
There. How does that look to you?
He'll just say, "Thank you," and he'll fade away.
Krigga will
What
stand
just
up
happened?
and dust off his knees and walk back to the cart.
What just happened?
Apparently, I'm a grave cleaner today.
Oh,
That's all he needed.
all Doom guides need a good grave cleaner, so.
Krigga was about to say something, but you make that comment and he just turns and he is glaring at you now. It is a little bit more aggressive than the resting dwarf face.
It was just a joke. It's just
He
a
gets
funny
back in the
joke.
wagon. Let's move along now.
All right, you guys head back to the wagon. Somehow it's in this fortress. I don't know.
Don't worry about it.
It's
fine.
magic.
Yeah,
It's
don't
just
ask
here.
questions.
I ask you questions. It's fine.
You make your way out, and you made it out once again into the Stormhorn Mountains.